Hello, I'm Jürgen Herzog with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Best Life here in California on the lovely Central Coast. And if you have been thinking about buying a house here in California and you haven't done it in a while, or you're a first time brand new buyer, here are a few points I want to break down for you. A lot of things have changed, especially since last year. So let's dive in how to buy a house in California. So the most thing people will do if they're thinking about buying a house in an area, they go on Zillow, Redfin, whatnot, and find their dream house and get all excited. But honestly, before you do that, I think you should figure out if you can actually afford that house or if you could afford more of a house. So get pre-qualified with a lender, or even better, pre-approved. And the thing is, getting pre-qualified with a lender is so easy. You can do it online with online lenders. You could reach out to your agent, broker. You can call us here and we will hook you up with a lender that can help you through the pre-approval process. Very often it can be done just over the phone or online, and then you know what your mortgage payment would be and also what you can afford. By the way, a pre-approval letter from a lender is a little stronger than a pre-qualification because lenders do require some confirmation and some documentation regarding your credit and your assets and your income. The second step, and in my eyes it's the most important, the crucial aspect of buying real estate or doing anything real estate, pick the right agent. Your agent will help you to guide you through all the ups and downs in real estate. We are the experts regards real estate. We can answer your questions and find all the information you need to know to have a successful transaction. So be careful picking your agent, but also be aware that nowadays, since 2024, you actually have to have a written agreement with your agent before he or she can actually show you real estate. And you have to negotiate the compensation, how much money you're going to pay that agent. That all changed, like I said, 2024. It's a little bit new to all of us still, but there are ways to avoid paying that real estate commission yourself. You can still have the seller take care of it. Your agent will explain and guide you through it. If you need more information on that, drop me a line, go on our website, check it out. So after you picked your agent and you have the proper paperwork signed by agent and by you, so you have an agreement for your representation, the fun part starts, because that's the house hunting. Now, you will probably go online or your agent will send you a lot of links to properties that might work for you. And again, your agent is a big source of information regarding neighborhoods and such, but don't just go by the pictures, don't just go by the descriptions. Drive by on a weekend to see how the parking situation is. Check out the school district, call people, call the police department, see if there's any activity that you might have to know about. So do a little research, pick your agent's brain first, but then take it from there. And then let's say you found your dream home, maybe checked it out a second time, and you really can see yourself living in that home. Well, what's the next step? You have to write an offer and you have to get it accepted. So that's again where your agent will get involved. Hopefully your agent will provide you with comparable sales so you have a kind of idea what the market is doing. Your agent will also educate you about market trends, if it's a hot seller's market, and what to do if you're competing against other buyers. By the way, a strong offer is not just about price. Price does matter, but other terms might help you to get your offer accepted, and that is maybe a longer escrow for the sellers or shorter escrow, rent backs, or you're buying the property as is after you thoroughly inspected it. All those terms matter. Talk to your agent will guide you through that process. And then congratulations, you get an acceptance. You are under contract with the seller, and now something starts what we call escrow period. So what is escrow? What is an escrow period? Escrow is a neutral party that holds your money, prepares all the necessary documentation to actually close the transaction, like a grant deed, closing statements. They also help with the lender documentation that your lender is going to work on. And the escrow period is a time how long all that process will take. In an average, I would say 30 to 45 days is the norm, but there's exceptions to the rules. Part of your escrow period is actually used up by you investigating the property. There's the physical aspect of your home, so you get a home inspection, chimney inspection, roof inspection, whatever you are concerned with, you're going to check out. Because at the end of the escrow period, when the property becomes yours, you want to know what kind of home you're buying. There are also some non-physical investigations you want to undertake. One of them is you want to check out the neighborhood, the school district. You want to see if there's a homeowner association and what funny rules they have and what the cost is. So check that all out. That is done within the escrow period. But you're not the only one investigating the property. Your lender is as well. Your lender will get an appraiser to go out there, look at the property and see if the security for the loan is actually worth the money. And they will also check you out. So they will confirm with your employer that you're really employed. They will run your credit another time and they will check your debt ratio. And based on that, they will get you a final loan approval. And once you have this loan approval, and your physical and non-physical investigations done, maybe negotiate with the seller a little bit on some repairs, that's when it's getting ready to close. So we're nearing the end of the escrow period. So near the end of your, let's say, 30 or 45 day escrow period, your lender will generate loan documents based on that approval that you will need to sign, and you will also have to bring in your down payment and closing cost. Your seller will also have to sign the property into your name via a grant deed. Once you have signed, once the sellers have signed, and the lender's money and your money is in escrow, your escrow can actually close, which means it's the official transfer of the money to the sellers and the deed of the property to you. That transfer is recorded with the county recorder's office, and with that recording, your home buying process is done. You're actually a homeowner, and all you have to do is move in and enjoy your home. So you see, it's not really that complex and complicated, and the great thing is you do have an agent who will guide you through that process. The loan officer will handle all the financial parts for you as well. If you have any more questions regarding the home buying process, or you want to hear a little bit more about the wonderful, beautiful Central Coast I'm working in, feel free to reach out to me or my business partner, April Whitehead. We're glad to help. We're glad just to answer your questions. Reach out to us. Thank you. Goodbye.